Hello, everybody. We're back. Is we back?
Hey, yes, we're back.
All
Hi.
in full force. All right. What's y'all name?
Elder,
Sister Soldier.
what's happening?
And y'all know I'm Jay. And up there in the top corner, we got.
Lady K.
Lady K got satellite.
DC.
Yep, all the way from DC. We got her by satellite. All right. Now, she ain't went nowhere, y'all. She's still around.
She was under the weather last week, so
Yeah.
we couldn't get in contact with her. But we're glad and happy that she's feeling better now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling better now. I'm so glad to be back with y'all.
Cool.
Cool.
We got the whole entire crew now. I'm back. Katrina's back.
All right.
Yes.
No, he did not say my government name.
He said your birth name.
I think he was calling her like the hurricane. I think he was calling her the hurricane.
She's a whirlwind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was calling your birth
You
name.
heard about that?
Mm-hmm. So today, we talking about can money buy love?
Mm.
Interesting.
Can money buy love? Can money buy love?
Nope.
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 Just flat
Some
out.
people think it can though, but no, money cannot buy love.
Mm.
You can buy well, not even a form. You can buy false love,
Mm.
but you can't buy real love.
False love. What is that?
Yeah. False love is when you want that intimate relationship with somebody,
Mm-hmm.
and you only want it for an hour. And you pay for it.
That's false love.
That's false
Okay.
love.
One for an hour you pay
break it
for
down.
it.
An hour you pay for it, and they charge you about a half an hour to the hour.
Really?
Yeah, that's that false love. But no, some people think they can buy love with gifts, such as cars, houses, clothes, pay their bills, buy little gifts and jewelry and trinkets and stuff. And some people associate that with love because they feel if you buy,
They do?
yeah, they feel as though if you buy material things that you love them. That's your way of showing them that you love them. But you
That's
can't.
very true. I had somebody tell me that. You know, I was like, don't buy me things. And then like, what that's saying is show you that I love you.
Okay.
I spend money on you.
Well, you can tell
And
me.
they were really sincere about that.
Yeah, they can tell me that. They ain't got it. That's how you can show me. Tell me. Show me. Massage my feet. Paint my toe. Paint my toenails.
Okay.
Massage my back. You ain't got to back.
Me.
Sometimes
Is that
little
like
things. Yeah.
massage my pedicure?
Pedicure my feet. Massage my feet.
Massage?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Give me a back massage.
So they want to spend money for that. So that's,
You ain't got. Yeah, you
that's
ain't got to
love,
spend.
man.
Yeah, you ain't got to
That's
spend money.
emotional.
Yeah. So, but some people feel as though to make some people fall in love with them,
Oh.
they have to spend money on them, or they spend money on them to make people fall in love. Just like sometimes you have these gold diggers.
Gold diggers?
Yeah, gold diggers. They fake love
Mm.
or fake liking you, so they can get material things out of you, so you can buy them stuff, set them up in the house, be they sugar like they sugar daddy or they sugar mama. That's what they call it today. I don't know what the young folks call it now.
Oh, they still call them sugar daddy, sugar mama.
Yeah.
Oh, you ain't that young. You
That's
can't
gonna
say
be
that. Yeah, he can't say that. He don't know. I'm talking about the ones that's in their 20s and 30s. I ain't talking about the ones around our age. Yeah.
So actually, when you do that,
But you know, even in our music,
say that again. I'm sorry.
even in our music, you know, I keep thinking about the song from the 80s or maybe the 90s. Ain't nothing going on but the rent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can have a J.O.B. if you want to be with me. No romance without finance.
I be singing
You
that
know,
every day.
women are just walking around carrying us all out, you know.
Thinking they in love.
But
Yeah.
No romance without finance.
Wow. So
No
usually,
romance without finance.
So now you gotta go get a credit report, pass a credit report, get on financial aid
Well,
and
you
all
know
that.
it's free with credit.
But you know what though? That's not a bad idea. You need to run a credit report on some of these men out here now.
But you know what? They doing that nowadays. In some relationships, they doing that. Some guys, if you got bad credit and your credit ain't straight, they don't want to date you. They don't want to marry you. They don't want to, and they don't want to date you, marry you, or even talk to you if you got bad credit and they got good credit. But to me, that's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, say you got the perfect credit. God and bless you, got the perfect credit. You don't think whatever the perfect credit score is, you got the perfect credit. Okay, you go walking off the street and you get hit by a bus. Bam! You and your credit gone. I mean, when you die, you can't take it with you. When you die, you still gonna be on. I don't care how good your credit is before you die. If something happened to you, you leave. You still gonna be on somebody. You know, where's the light bill, guys? You gonna still owe somebody, okay? Even though they write it off, yeah, but you still gonna be on. You gonna be on somebody. But it's stupid. You mean to tell me you're not taking love naturally? You can't fall in love with me unless I got good credit. So that's buying love too, if you really think about it.
So what kind of effect does it have on the relationship overall? You know, long term. I mean, what I'm trying to say, eventually, does that have a reverse effect? You know, because
what you mean reverse effect?
As long as they're buying the goods, the love is there. So when the goods stop, what happens to them?
No, when they buying the goods, ain't no love there. It's pretending, game plan.
Okay,
it's
so
fishing.
Okay, so what happens when it stops?
When it stops, you stop fishing. You only can reel so much. Remember that. When you stop fishing. Remember the last week's show we was on talk about fishing.
So is it fair to say if somebody's call themselves buying love? Okay, when they buy the object or whatever they're buying, the person that they're buying for, they're okay, right? They're fine. They're giving up the love.
They faking it, and the person that they faking
so
it
it's
to,
fake all the way through.
Person,
so there's nothing real about it.
Technically, they faking it, and the person they faking to don't really know because he didn't see the signs, and he's thinking that this person or her or him is falling in love with them, and the minute he stopped that paper from coming, that love gonna go. But he not realizing it because he didn't see the signs.
Didn't see the signs.
So he thinking this is love. You know, she love me, man. I'm crazy about her.
I gotta wrap around my finger.
Here goes some more money. The minute he stopped that paper from coming in, she be like, she done found her someone else where she can do the same thing to. So no, money cannot buy love.
You can buy what? Stability.
He can buy you a couple of diseases and some. And something you can't get rid of if you weren't born with it. That's what it can do.
But you know what? It's like this. Like I was saying, you know, some people they equate, you know, love with giving a lot of gifts or monetary things or whatever.
Now, those
and that's just something that they do. Now the ones that I hate are the ones that, you know, will say, well, I don't want a woman to want me for my money, but then they turn around and they try to give you.
Yeah. Well, that's okay right there. But that's okay right there because they giving it out their heart. I mean, you're not asking for it. You're not going to this man just for it.
Okay,
you know
right
what I'm saying?
Right there. If he's giving it out of his heart,
if he's giving out freely or something like that, and he feels as though it's
wouldn't that be buying the love then? If he's buying it from his heart?
No, that's two different things. Yes, you misunderstand. That's two different things. If okay. Just let's switch roles for a minute. If I'm a man, okay, I like you. I want you to have nice things. I just buy you that. Okay, you like me, but you don't love me, but you're accepting what I buy you. But it makes me feel good because I have it to give to you, and I love you that much to give to you. So there is a difference.
Genuine.
It's different,
like that.
Right? It's different. Okay, you break my heart and tells me you ain't never loved me in the first place and you were just taking our money, then the crap hit the fan then.
Well, why should it?
That's interesting.
Why? Because
I'm
okay.
not buying your love. I love you so much
But
that I
then
want to
you
buy
gon-
these
you
things
get
for
hurt
you.
because
But I'm not buying you. You get hurt because of the fact that I have this mutual feelings for you to buy you this stuff because I love you so much.
Mm-hmm.
But you hurt me after I done did all this, and you tell me you don't love me.
You know,
So that's hurt.
Wouldn't that still be like taking a risk anyway?
You take a risk every day. You take a risk in every relationship that you have.
Right?
You can be married for 4,400 years and decide the next day to get a divorce. That's a risk you took.
But as
yeah.
far
4,400 years.
but
But
as
I'm
far
just
as
saying.
but as far as the money, you know, buying the love, you know, like the title of the show. As far as that's concerned, is that taking a risk? You know, the person, like you said, he's doing it out of a genuine heart. He's doing it because
Right,
he
but
really
he's not really taking a risk. He really feel for this person that he's doing it out. When he taking the risk is when he like this girl,
Mm-hmm.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
and she don't like him. And then she said, "Oh, I'm gone. Don't bother me. You can't talk to me unless you buy me Cadillac." He buy a Cadillac.
Mm-hmm.
Then that's the risk. But when you it's a difference.
But see,
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Kat.
but see, he missed the sign. He missed the sign.
Right.
He missed the sign.
Yeah.
Because as soon as she said, well, you know, I can't talk to you or I can't be you until you buy me something, ting, 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 ting. The
Right.
phone should have went off. She doesn't want him for him. She wants him for the things that he can do for her.
Right. Right. But
Yeah.
he,
Now,
yeah.
does he know that? I mean,
No, because he ain't seen the sign.
Okay.
Everybody is. A lot of people ain't seen the
So
sign.
he's in love and he's doing it genuinely from his heart.
From his heart.
And she's like using him, just
She's
accepting
taking it for
and
advantage
she don't
'cause
really
he's
love
giving
him at all. She's
Right.
she's in deep like.
Right.
But let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
At the moment.
Let me ask you this. Is he using, I'll ask you this question. Is he using somebody when the person is upfront telling you, you know, I want you to do this for me and then I will, you know, I will like you if you do this for me.
Oh wow.
So is that female or that male technically using that other person because they already told them what their intention is?
Right, but no. Well, you said you answered that to Jay, so I'm not going to answer that.
Ask that question one more time.
Because he over here sleeping in the
I'm,
corner.
Okay.
I'm a-
Baby over here sleeping in the corner. You got to wake him up.
oh, you got
Let me ask you this question. Is the female in the scenario like Sister Soldier said, is the female really using the man because he told her, I want to do this for you. She's telling him, well, if you don't do this for me, then I can't, you know, be with you. And then he starts giving her, and she starts accepting.
Wow.
Women look at it, or people look at it like she's using him. Is she really using him? I don't think so.
Because
Well,
she's up front, right?
No, because there's a mutual agreement there.
And she's telling him what
If
she
there's a mutual agreement, you can't. No,
Especially if he says,
but no, you know what? There's two things. There's two answers to that. One, I say no, because they sat down and talked about the expectation between each other. Okay, and they both agreeing on all the actions. There's a part two to that. To the question, is she using him? And that goes to the self-identification. Really, truthfully, the hardship of life is that nobody really can take advantage of you or use you unless you let them.
Yeah.
And now, you know, we can throw things at other folks and say, you know, you used me and all that. But there's a thing called denial, and that we play with ourselves, we lie to ourselves. We see the signs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we see them, but everybody don't see them. Everybody don't know their signs. Everybody don't recognize the sign. But yeah, you should see the signs when it hits you smack in the face. But everybody don't see it. So that's why we here as a show to tell you about the signs.
The signs. 2
Right.
weeks?
2 weeks.
Oh.
Somebody pay you $100 just to go out with them. That's a sign. That's
big
a sign.
Yeah.
That's a big sign.
That's a bad you
That's a
love
sign.
sign.
Yeah. That's a sign.
Cause he want a lot for that $100.
Mhm.
So that'll be a
expecting
sign.
it,
Yeah, you know what? These days, from what I've been learning, and I guess we're gonna have to have a part 2 on the internet dating thing. We have some viewers that really are requesting that. But in an internet dating story testimony, what I'm finding out, a lot of guys, they'll take a woman out. If they take them to an expensive restaurant, they ain't really expecting something in return for what they spent out.
Mhm.
You just not find that out. He just not find that out. Jay ain't seen the signs. You need to be a woman for at least one day and walk in my shoes. But no, they do.
I see the sign. I just want. I want to tell it from somebody else's perspective.
But you got some women out there, you give them a happy meal and a smile, and they be satisfied.
No, you give some.
Yeah.
How many?
One happy meal and a smile.
How many take a happy meal?
Yo, you
They
know.
be standing there with a hand on the hip. For what I know.
See?
No, but it's all. And a lot of people, a lot of men think I'm going out here buy her lobster dinner, you know, and shrimps and steak.
Well, shoot.
And I'm paying all this money, and that's my week's worth of groceries. Right. And the kids know, girl, you gonna give up the pennies.
Can't even get a penny.
Penny low.
And some of them won't even handshake you. That was nice of you. Bye.
But then when you do that as a female, you show your self-worth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So you have to express or tell them, you know, okay, like if a guy invited you to dinner, you go. But if a guy, and he take you where he want to go, McDonald's, whatever, no, I'm just kidding, but he'll take you wherever you want to go, probably someplace that's not that expensive. But when a guy asks you on a date, and he asks you where to go, and you tell him where you want to go, and that's the most expensive restaurant, and he thinking he gonna get some penny draws, no, you cannot do that. Because of the fact, I mean, I would tell him, no, you cannot do that, because you asked me where I want to go. I told you where I want to go.
Yeah.
You pay for it.
So in
No
other
penny
words,
draws.
the best thing for the guy to say, I'm gonna give you 3 or 4 options, and you pick.
No, you can't say that. Because that's not gonna work. Not if you want. Well, I put it this way. Now, if you want to date with me, it ain't gonna work. I can't tell you about everybody else.
Oh.
But you know, it doesn't work like that.
Oh. So he just should already have it planned, as long as it ain't McDonald's, right?
No, he can have it planned. I don't want to. He take
You
McDonald's.
say a Happy Meal
Hold
and
on,
a
I said
salad.
some women.
Oh, so
Who do a Happy Meal.
I
and a salad.
want to know what those some women at.
Why you gonna buy a Happy Meal? And a salad?
Them
Happy Meal and salad. Some women here like that. But no, you know your self-worth. Put it this way. A lot of females that I know know their self-worth before they go out on a date. And majority of the time, you have to go out for several dates before you can get in the penny draws. More or less buy a steak and lobster shrimp dinner trying to get in it.
So that ain't gonna work on the first date.
No,
right?
that's not gonna work.
Yeah.
No, that's not gonna work. No, that's not gonna work.
So he got to do it 3 times.
No, he ain't got to do that. He got to do several times. He got to earn your trust. He got to earn, and it didn't got to be a mutual attraction for you to have. Because I know some people just get the dinner and go about their business. I ain't talking to that man, but I got me a free meal. You know, some people that just do that. So
it'd be chaos up in there on that one.
Huh?
It'd probably be chaos on that one.
No, I don't think it'd be chaos. I spend $200 and all she want to talk to. No, it ain't gonna be chaos. Because the real man, they let it go and go ahead about their business. Then you got some of them fatal attractions. You give them they can give you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and they'll follow you. They'll call you, text you, call. follow you to the store and back, baby. Come on, baby, please, come on.
I
You
think
yeah, you don't want to be bothered
Now, I'm
with
gonna
them.
tell you the
I
truth.
think it'd be-
The real men that I know, they spend $200 on a date. They gonna want something. They gonna be very disappointed or
Well, then,
upset.
to me personally, those are not real men.
I mean,
Exactly.
Cause you can get a prostitute, give her a burger, a Big Mac and a smile, and give her $200. Yeah, give her $200
a
to get
Coke
the
and a cake.
yeah, Coke and a
Yeah.
cake. Or as Bill Cosby said, Coke and a smile.
Mm.
I'm telling you, and get her $200 to get what you want. So what's
well,
the
Even $200.
I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
today, in this day and
$20
time,
one too?
in
But
this
you
day and
telling
time,
me
when all you see on TV, cable is sex is very prevalent, is overrated. So, you know, a man go out and spend $200 on a woman, he knows what's naturally next. So he's going to expect something.
Okay. I'm sorry, I had to whisper that one. I had to whisper that one to somebody. But if it's worth $200,
Yeah. He
dang,
gonna get
that's
something.
just money he can spend on her.
Yeah.
He wants
He
to,
gonna,
but
he
no,
gonna
he'll
try,
get
he's
something.
gonna
But
expect. I ain't
you-
gonna say he's gonna get anything, but
yeah, but you got
he's
some
gonna
women.
expect.
Yeah,
He'll
but you
be
got
expecting.
some women that do that. But for real, a real woman will not do that. I don't care how much money you spend on me for
And you're
dinner.
right. And you're right about a real man.
But-
if he spending $200, he ain't
Yeah.
gonna trip.
And
you know.
if
So
But you know
that's
that-
his decision.
yeah,
We need to flip this stuff. We need to flip this to the other side because
I would get rid
there's
of
some men out there who got some serious game. And there's a lot of men out there that are financially being taken care of by women and, you know,
Yeah.
for their services.
Yeah.
It's actually quite a lot of them.
yeah, it is. But they
wow.
ain't getting it from me. I ain't
well,
taking care of
it's
nobody.
quite
It's
a lot
hard to
of
take
them.
care of
And I'll
myself.
tell you one of the ways, and thanks, LeKay, for saying that.
For
One of the
real.
ways that
Good
I
point.
see more prevalent in today's time is that you have women will pick up a guy and get into a relationship, a courtship, if you want to call it that.
Courtship.
Yeah,
I
courtship.
haven't heard courtship
Yeah,
in
it's just to define it. That's all.
Okay.
That's all.
1922. I haven't heard.
I'm going back to the dictionary. That's all.
I'm just messing with Jay. Courtship.
Yeah, but you know, right nowadays it's too confusing. Now people be saying that's my friend when it's really their boyfriend or their girlfriend, and they in a courtship relationship. Or that's my roommate when they really saying
See?
no, we're shacking
See?
or we're cohabitating.
They don't say that no more. They say my
or-
significant
other.
other.
Oh no, they be still saying roommate now.
Oh, well, I don't know what-
roommate is still very
No.
popular.
I don't do roommate.
So now they got terms that kind of misleading. So I just want to say a word that they ain't gonna be too misleading.
Well, what happened to this my boo?
Uh-huh.
That my boo. Who is that?
You know
This
what?
my boo.
That
Who
even
is
applies to a maintenance man too.
Boo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
He
was
get-
the person
but
that
he
taking
get-
care of me, giving me
Yeah,
my
but-
maintenance.
But he get two boo, boo boo.
Uh.
Hey boo boo.
Boo-boo. Okay, I like that. I like
That my
boo-boo. So nowadays,
Put them on their head.
Uh-huh.
Put him on the head.
Pat,
Yeah.
There go my boo boo. Pat.
so like I was saying, nowadays you got the ones going back to my dictionary word, courtship. So now we're
I'm telling you.
clear about what kind of togetherness we talking about.
Yeah,
You
like
know,
the
not-
Titanic, they used courtship back then.
Yeah, like that back then. Yeah, back then.
You know what, though?
But
I'm up here in the DC area, and I'm gonna tell you straight up. I've been listening to the young ladies up here, and I'm hoping that some of them are tuning in to the show. That it's a lot of men up here who are 40, 50 years old, my age group, who will tell a woman straight up, you know, I've never been in a serious relationship. I'm like, never? And they say never. And, you know, their situation is, so they live at home with mama, and not paying no bills, whatever, because they help them mom out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm living there.
Mm-hmm.
And these women, from my conversations with a few of them, are like, yeah, when they meet you, they expect to move in with you.
That's where I was
and
getting to.
basically have the same deal they had set up with mama.
That's just where I was heading to. You
And I was like, wow.
No, hecky, no. But in a way, hold up, let me finish it. In a way, I can understand. DC is so high, you got to shack up with somebody. But in a way, I kind of feel for them simply because DC is a pretty high place. I think they rent for their apartments is like high as New York.
Mm-hmm.
So they kind of high, and so have a job and it's not paying enough money for you to sustain an apartment on your own, and you get an average job. Yeah, it would be kind of hard. I would try to get up with a roommate in it. I wouldn't try to be with mom, because some things
roommate.
you want to. Yeah, roommate.
Oh, okay.
Some things, yeah,
Roommate.
Some things, you want to do is in private that you can't do at mom's house, out of respect. So,
Yeah.
I asked about that too.
Yeah.
And let me tell you what they say. They say, well, we can go back to my house because I got my own room and I can shut my door. Mom knows not to knock on my door when my door is shut. Now, are you 40, 50 years old or are you 16?
oh heck, no. So you up in there using your mom's house because she gave you a room for like a hotel, in and out. Wait a minute now. It is, because what you do in mama's house, and mama bought that house to pay rent.
Really?
And you can't go afford to go to a hotel.
But shouldn't that tell you some signs?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, that should tell you a sign that they love to take advantage of a situation.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I could understand a certain, but not 40 or 50
I mean,
years old.
that's
But
really kind of,
Yeah.
truthfully, that's kind of disrespectful to the parent. But you can't be no more disrespected what the parents allowing themselves to be disrespected.
Right.
But
then
if you don't have
like,
enough honor, for your parent and all that, that apparently money can't buy them love because they ain't got none. Hey, no, that's on the flip side.
Yeah, but that's
what I was talking about. The woman is the one buying it.
But you gotta understand,
because she paid for the man to be cohabitating with her. And she flipped the bill for the rent. She flipped the bill.
But she has to have low esteem to do that. Do you know?
But there's a lot of women that do that.
But it's a more
across the whole United States.
But it's more NBC than it is woman. So I can understand that. I can't understand none of it. Where it's a man or a woman. That goes to show you people don't have morals like they did when I was coming up.
Yeah.
They don't have the old ways and the morals that when I was coming up. So,
you be surprised what women are doing just to say that they have a man financially support him. But even like this one female told me that her first date, and her first date with the young man, the older man, he was like, "You gonna take care of me?" Just straight up with it. I was like, "Whoo."
I would have said, heck no, N-word, you crazy. But that's the way she'll do it. But me, myself,
wow.
no.
The guy actually said that? You're going to take care of me.
Yeah, I can raise my kids. They grown. It's no.
Excuse me, but that's kind of trifling right there.
There's no morals at all. There's no morals. Some people just
Yeah, it is. There's a lot of that out there.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. And the younger generation,
every generation.
You go to somebody almost near on their deathbed still doing it.
Yeah, it's every generation, and that's what people. Yeah, some people like, and they ain't seen the signs. Or
just say that they got somebody in the house with them, You know.
That's it. I got it.
Yeah.
You can buy a dog and have a body.
Or have company.
Oh,
But they don't do
alone.
maintenance.
Huh?
But, well, I won't get on that.
You
No, we won't talk
man.
about that. That's somebody else's show. We won't.
I'm trying to clean.
Yeah, we won't. We won't talk about that one on
Might
this
get a
show.
call or two.
But
But you know, can money buy you love? That's why like Sister Soul just
Is it love?
can buy you
See,
a many forms of love.
yeah.
You know, I believe it can buy you a form of love, but it's not what's real.
There goes
It's not what's going to carry you.
Right. It's not,
You hear about all these celebrities, these young girls, like Anna Nicole Smith, now a billionaire, just 70 years older than herself.
Yeah.
and she
And she's still fighting for money
Good gracious.
until the day she dies. Come on.
Wow.
yeah, they just for the money. But they need to find them a hard-working woman. And you need to be
What's she
a
going to
hard-working.
be working?
Well, that's a good woman. She can
Well,
work hard.
what you mean?
Hard-working
Good
man.
work ethics. That's what you mean. Good work ethics.
Okay,
Not-
good
not-
work.
So,
That's
yeah.
still hard work.
Well,
Because you be surprised at the bull crap they got to put up with at work.
I know.
But that's why I said a hard-working
That
woman.
makes it
Yeah.
strong.
And a hard-working man that ain't gonna be bad no free over here. Ain't gonna be bad no free love. You gotta earn my love. Earn my love. And I ain't talking about with money, but
That's good as long as 2 weeks, right?
huh?
It's longer than 2 weeks, right?
No, that's after the breakup 2 weeks.
That's after the break.
Yeah. Jay over here trying to crack some jokes, but I'm gonna get them every time. But no money can't buy free love. Sometimes the money can't buy everything. Can't buy if you know it can't buy happiness. How it's gonna buy love?
So what does it buy?
Well, I ain't gonna say free love because
in a relationship, what does it buy? Convenience?
heartaches.
Would convenience be one?
Yeah, you can say it's convenience, heartaches.
Whose heartache does it buy?
It'd be the person who's using their money to buy love.
To buy the convenience.
Yeah.
Well, I tend to say that a whole lot of people, you know, the life today is that people just have this strong.
Everybody want to be loved. That's what it is.
They want to be loved, but you know
And
what?
instead
You
of
know
them
what we
going
have
through-
come into. We have come to be such a land, and that's what I'm talking about. The whole earth, a land of. And I know. Sorry for that big eye. Sorry for that big eye letter. A land of ignorant people. That's what we've become.
We become I ain't gonna say ignorant. We become lazy.
Gullible, all of
We
that.
become
All
lazy.
across the board, all
Because
the
if
above.
you really think about it, we
Lazy,
become
ignorant.
lazy. Well, we become lazy because if you really think about it, we got computers to do the things for us. If we wanted to date somebody or looking for love to buy love, we get on our computer on the internet, the wide world web of search, and we search for what we want. We see somebody who is fishing for what we want. As they fishing for what we want, we tend to get hold to that person, and we found love in that person. And if we find love in that person, which is that what we want, and he or she turn out not to be what we want, then we're gonna buy that person away so they can be what they want. How many millionaires you see on the internet talking about they looking for love? None. Because they got so much money, people just falsely fall in love with them just to get hold of their money.
Actually, well, I did look at you know, I took the time to try to look at just to see what's putting on the internet.
Too much information.
And yeah, that's the
Too
number
much
one.
information.
You know, I wasn't gonna go there just yet, but No, I better not go there just yet. I got something to say about
We're
that.
gonna
Too
do
much
that on
of
the
it.
part
Yeah,
two
with
show.
part
We're
two.
gonna show
But,
this part two show.
Yeah, but you know, like on the internet, I looked at several folks, men and women, just to see what folk are putting on there, and I do see men with deceptive statements. They say that. Now, I'm not gonna say every man, okay.
Everyone that
I'm
I
not.
met
I'm
on
not.
the internet.
Well, that's
I'll
you
be like,
either done
okay,
went
no,
through
not him.
through a
Click.
hecky lot of
Not him. Delete. No go. Cut.
but they, I do be seeing them saying, looking for love, looking for a mate, looking for this. I also be seeing women saying the same thing. And not every woman. It's not as many. The quantity is not as big as men. When I'm saying deceptive statements, but there are women that have deceptive statements too.
Well, now you call it deceptive statement. Last week we was called a fishing. Which one it is?
Well,
it's the same
it's
thing.
both. Yeah, same thing.
It's same
fishing.
thing. It's
Yeah.
fishing. Yeah, it's
fishing.
the same thing.
Yeah, fishing.
So yeah,
that's a
everybody.
natural-
But it depends on what you put on your bait,
Yeah.
on that hook to get that fish.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I still
yeah.
love with the ignorant thing though. I am.
Well, you can't say that because what I'm saying, you can't say that because people, it isn't that they don't know, they do know.
Yep.
They just lazy, and they rather take it the easy way
Mm-hmm.
when they can go on the internet and search for all love in all the wrong places or whatever.
You can do that.
Some of them say, "Oh, I found my husband on the internet. Oh, I found my own, whatever, something meet that whatever,
Yep.
and we got married. Yeah, blah blah blah. Yeah, okay." It worked out for them first 2 years. Are you still married? It's 10 years later. You don't hear nothing about it. But you just hear them. They met on the internet and they fell in love and got married. But it depends when you throwing your reel out there to fish, and it depends on what kind of bait you use, what kind of fish you want to catch.
Mm-hmm.
I have some strong fish lines.
Yeah, it has. That's what I'm gonna say. And your
Strong
third
fish
has strong fish line because you gonna reel in a bunch of
Can't use
bulls.
it.
Have a
Fish
triple
line.
hook.
You gonna reel in a bunch of bulls until
attractive
you get
little
that
wiggly
first one.
things.
Yeah, you gonna
I
get a
don't
bunch
know
of
nothing about
little.
fishing.
You gonna get a bunch of little minnows before you get the big salmon.
See? I like that.
Yeah.
You throw them
No,
back.
you don't want no guppy. They multiply too much. Woo! You got one guppy, you look around, you got a tank full of guppies. No, you don't want the guppy. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it really depends on the person. It really depends on people seeing signs. And we talk about signs, but a lot of people don't know the signs. So we have to teach them on different episodes some of the signs. We're going to have to repeat it because sometimes people don't get a chance to see our first 2 or 3 episodes that we talk about. So we're going to talk about it some more, on the signs and stuff like that. That it's happening, but people don't realize that it's a sign and realize it's happening. Like you said last time, I could change him, he'll change, I could change him. No, you can't change nobody. A person got to want to change
That's right.
to be
Mhm.
that person
They gotta change.
that you want them to be. And sometimes when a person mature and get older, they change automatically.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to know the signs to see if you want to deal with that or not. I mean, if you want to go through that drama, me personally, I don't no.
Man, what you was gonna play tonight would go good with what she just said.
Oh yeah, I know.
What?
I know.
Good with what you just said.
We'll kick that in next
Yeah.
week.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. We got a couple of things we're gonna be bringing up here soon, and upgrading our format. But yeah, in the thing that you were bringing up, Lady K, I really find it interesting. And once again, ignorance is defined as you did say it. Knowing things and not doing the things that you know.
right, and being lazy.
Yeah,
It's lazy.
being lazy
Mhm.
and all that. But I don't have no problem with what the site does with the internet dating sites. If they do what they do, it just like I said, it brings it to the person's table faster. The problem is whether or not the person's prepared for that fast
See,
movement,
Yeah.
movement, because that means they have to discern faster. They have to
Right.
observe faster than what
And
they
think quick
were
on their feet.
normally used to.
Right.
And I think a lot of people just don't adjust to it.
And what they should do on these internet sites is when you post a picture, it shouldn't be no more than a year old.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have a picture
Fishes.
1967
Fishes.
and then go see the person like he don't look nothing like that picture,
Hmm.
or he done got big or
That's
skinny or
basic.
whatever.
That's the
But
big.
yeah, but I mean, if you have a site,
Uh-huh.
they should. Now they can't put their site. They put everything else they don't want on their site.
Mhm.
They can't put it with you have to have a picture,
Mhm.
a recent picture, no more than a year old. Or
But
a few
how they
months
know
old.
that?
Because
How did I know that?
Yeah, how do they know that?
because it was dated on the picture. It will have it dated on the picture.
But-
But some of these
With
people
these
look like
programs now,
sick.
you could put dates. You could put false dates and all that on there.
Yeah, you probably
You
could.
know,
but if
technology
somebody,
now. You know,
if somebody go through
get-
all that,
they
for a
really
woman,
tried. They really tried.
they need that woman.
Uh,
But what I'm saying, because some of these pictures they put on there, they look like serial killers.
and
Oh.
and the question that now,
That's the first person I heard say that.
Thugs.
Remember-
They like, all that go, you 57 years old, all this gold in your mouth, cross your fingers, tattoo, and say thug.
ain't that a sign?
Come on now.
Wasn't that a sign?
Yeah, that's ghetto to the big G.
Okay. Ain't that a sign?
That's a sign for real. When you get somebody 40-something, 50-something years
Wow,
old,
that's a
and they
tough.
still doing hip hop,
See? Wow.
with gold in their mouth and grill in their mouth, that's ghetto to.
I tell y'all,
with the big do rag,
I tell y'all what.
ponytail.
I probably
Wait,
Ponytail is
I'm
the
gonna
big
play
one.
a clip
Hey,
of
what
that.
you
I'm
say about
gonna
that?
on our upcoming one. I'm gonna play a
Girl,
clip of that
yeah,
one from 35 and
that's-
kicking. Y'all viewers be on the lookout. If y'all
Yeah.
haven't seen that show, that's a
good.
good show to what we're talking about to give you a lot of insight. 35 and kicking.
Okay, and when
35 and
somebody,
kicking.
when y'all go on these internet, when y'all go on
Kicking.
these internet sites looking for a significant other, I ain't gonna say a mate, but looking for a significant other, looking for whoever you looking for, and they got on sunglasses and they taking a picture and got it. Don't talk to them type of people, because if you can't see, no, if you can't see their eyes, what they might have behind them glasses might be
There's
what
one
they
eye?
had behind it. They had one eye, two eyes. They got 3 eyes, one in the middle of their forehead. But
By one eye.
when they had behind glasses, they had behind
Oh.
something else, reality.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, don't
Is
trust
that what it
nobody
is?
who wears
Is that what it is?
sunglasses. Yeah, somebody wears sunglasses and take a picture.
I don't think
Hey, it could be anybody.
I just like looking cool.
Huh?
I look cool in glasses.
That's
And
what
yeah, but you post it up on the website. Yeah, okay, that's the difference. I'm talking about these men. Then one got on there the other day I was watching. He had an orange shirt. Hold up,
Wait a
he
minute.
had on the orange shirt.
It didn't say Shelby County, did it?
Hold up, no, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm gonna tell you. I was in the prison system for 5 years.
All right. You
At
said it
that
was orange.
time,
I just want
when
to
they have
I just want to know if it said
Oh, no, they had never crossed
Rockford
it out.
County
They had a number in the
or
back.
Shelby
But
County
he facing
or
you can't
DeKalb
see the
County or
back.
what?
If he had the orange, if he had the orange shirt, don't talk to that man because he might have it strapped on the back. You know, they don't have him in the shirt no more. They have him in the back. And the first thing is then when I seen this guy, even though he had a little polo man right here, I knew it was a little polo shirt because he had the man with the horse and the croquette on the polo, and it was orange. But that got me thinking. Now, I worked for the Department of Correction for like 5 years, and orange means high risk. So please, don't date nobody with no orange on.
High risk, huh?
High risk. High
You mean
risk.
them,
break
they
it out.
get in there and they get used to the color orange, and it becomes like one of the colors
No,
that
they
so they
get
kind
in
of
there,
look like. is
they
that what
get
it-
dressed with orange. They are high risk of breaking out the system. Or breaking out the jail.
Check this out. I had a friend that just got released a couple of months ago.
Please?
I mean, fresh out.
Uh,
He was fresh out. So he came by and started to tell me. And he said, "Man, I'm thirsty." And I wasn't thinking. I said, "Well, would you like some orange juice?"
He looked at you like you were crazy. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Orange has red. But they done changed the color. Hold up. They done changed the colors. Now, orange means you do just time. Green now is high risk.
What?
Yeah, green. Yeah.
Green shirts?
Green, well, they give you jumpsuits, but the way the jumpsuits is made, and if you take a picture from the waist up, you think it's a shirt.
Yeah.
But yeah, green now is high risk, and orange is just regular jail cell. Okay.
You know what it made me think about? It made me think about the women that will show you pictures of their boyfriend, you know?
Uh-huh.
And that's always a thing because they don't want to come out and say they somebody in jail. So, like the dude is like up against a wall.
That's a sign. If the dude bend down, well, he got one leg up and squat down, one leg down and get that peace sign, that's a sign. That's that jailhouse pose. That's that jailhouse pose, I'm telling you. And you got another dude, one dude on his right, one dude on his left, and he in the middle. That's a sign. And another wall behind them, jailhouse friends. But yeah, it is. But it is.
I learned something.
It is. But yeah, I be looking at the pictures and then I be like, oh, he look like a.
Because those presidents have access to computers. And they be all on those websites.
Yeah, they do. And they'll tell you, but they have to let you know too, even though they ain't supposed to, but they do. But it will tell you they're incarcerated males. That's what they call them.
Yeah, because money can't buy you love. That's why they want you to send them money and put it in the book.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And give them that visit every once in a while.
And then, when you think about it, I know this is kind of sort of on the topic, but not on the topic. It's a lot of women in the bed with me in jail. These dudes not only talking to one people, they're talking like all of them, promising all of them the same thing. And I really think, I'm keeping money on this guy's books, and when he's gone out, he's going to be with me. Are they trying to buy me up?
Yeah, they buy his locked up love. But let me tell you, locked up love. Because when he come out, you think he going to come see you? You going to see Bessie, Susie, Anna Marie, Noxema, Toya, Cadillac, Jaguar, Aquafina, who all them girls is. When he come see you, you be the last one on this list. But look, I worked, like I said, I worked in prison system for 5 years. Nothing that a locked up inmate can give a woman. Nothing, unless it's sex. But you can get sex anywhere. But anywhere that you want it nowadays. So let me go there. I
agree with that. You can get it anywhere you prefer. You
so
will allow yourself
to get it from.
Yeah, get it from.
But an inmate,
because it's available.
An inmate don't supposed to have no rights. He don't have. He can't. One right, he can't go nowhere because he locked up. 2 right, he don't have the right to vote because he locked up. 3 right.
You don't have to go to number 3.
I said locked up.
2 right there.
You don't know where he can't vote. And 3, he don't have the right to bear arms. When he get out of jail, if he's on probation, he do not have the right to bear arms. If he had convicted of a felony, listen, if he had been convicted of a felony, served his time in jail, served all his time, is free, he still cannot get a gun. Okay. And, well, I know in Illinois because I was for Illinois. In most states, I think he cannot get a gun at all. So yeah, he just about all his race. So the only thing he got is a 3x5 cell. I'm just saying 3x5 cell. With 15 more other dudes, just imagine 3x5 cell, 15 more other dudes in your cell, and you can't do nothing but look at the wall, go in the TV room, go in the exercise room, do the room. It's nothing you can't do. Sometimes it used to be like that. It used to be like
you don't
that.
need no soap no more.
But no, you don't need no soap no more. You know what they do now? You know what they do now? A writ is when you have to go to court. You're in jail, but they take you out of jail to take you to the courthouse. It's considered a writ. Okay, so you only get a thick bologna sandwich, a piece of fruit, and something to drink for your lunch while you're in court. Because sometimes it might take you hours before they can hear your case in court. Okay, so time you come back from that, you be hungry as a mug. Dinner time is over with. You go to your room, you see Hostess cakes, Snickers all over your bed. So you ain't thinking what this for, right? Because I know this happened. I know the stories. I can tell y'all some stories. I need to write a book.
See where that's going.
You ain't thinking that what is happening, right? So you say, oh, somebody left me this. You so hungry, you eat all the food, right? Roommate coming and said, man, where my food? Where my Snickers and my cupcake that was on this bed? He said, man, I thought that was for me. I ate it. He said, now you ate something chocolate from me. I want something chocolate for you. And I ain't gonna say no more, but I can write a book seriously. 5 years I was working in that prison. I can write. You can call it that.
Wow.
They don't call it anymore. They call it something else, but I can't say it.
Wow.
But yeah, so that's how they do it now. They don't do the drop the soap thing no more. I think so far it's a myth because they do so many other things.
Yeah.
You got some inmates that actually can talk you into giving it up. So, and that happened to an inmate while I was there. But anyway, back on our subject. Free love. No, you cannot buy free love.
That was interesting.
You can't buy love. I don't know. When she stuck
because if you know why I say free love? Because if I pay you $200 and you giving it to me freely, I ain't beating you down, forcing you to give it to me. I pay you $200 and you get it to me freely. There's a difference.
Okay.
People don't know. So you give it free. I ain't forcing you. I'm paying you for it. So you give it to me freely.
But she's stuck on that one, okay?
Yeah, because it was just free love. Yeah, but if it was just free love, you know, I'll be giving you my service without charging you. That's free. That's
you know, we were talking about can money buy you love?
Yeah.
Right.
And in actuality, it's a lot of people out there that pay for love.
Yeah.
And well, we're just talking about money,
yeah.
but other ways that they pay for
Right.
it. But it's a lot of people that pay for love, you know.
Yeah.
And women are said all the time, I don't want a big box. I like gifts in little box because they're buying your love.
Yeah.
You know, building your home.
Yeah.
And so it's a line where certain things I think that we've gotten away from. I know that women are independent and we went through this nice, wonderful liberation thing. But there's still certain things that, you know,
I think some things
I
are
feel
lost in
as
that.
though some men should help to provide for you. They're not buying my love, is what they're supposed to do. Buy a home.
Right.
Take care of finances in the home. You know, take me out once in a while.
Yeah.
You may borrow my love, but that's just something that, you know, it would be nice for you to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, if you're going into with the intention of, well, I'm going to take her out, like Jay said, I'm going to take her out, and at the end of the night, I expect blase, you might get your feelings hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. With some women, yeah, like you said, most women.
It's like a status quo.
Yeah. And some women say, well, he bought me a lobster, I guess I can give him some. Well, I ate some crabs today. He bought me a nice crab. You better hope he don't give you no crabs.
Girl, you said it.
Ooh, and it was so good. I guess I get, no.
I see as you were talking, Kay, I see the view that in the liberation, the women's liberation, that a lot was lost as far as the ladyhood, if I could say it that way. Oh, I don't want to say womanhood.
But you know why?
It's womanhood, I know.
But you know why we
being
lost
a
it?
lady, that's why I say the ladyhood.
Yeah. But you know why we lost
and-
it? It was before Lady K left. When they had the free the nipple thing, we lost that.
But yeah, when the liberation came, women was so there were so many of them with that movement that wanted to prove that the independence, wanted to prove that they could do just as well as a man, wanted to prove, and even to the point that that they could run a house just as well as a man, and that that pretty much everything they could wear the pants in the house just as well. All that was part of a women's liberation. And
but not only that, y'all was a dying breed. Y'all was getting killed in the military.
Well, they saw just like the homosexual movement, the gay rights movement. They saw an opening. The opening came when a lot of men were being drafted and taken overseas and stuff. And they left the women to the labor force and the warehouses and all the manufacturers were filling all that up. So they were like, well, if we're going to be doing our work, hey, this is opportunity. Ain't too many men here to fight.
Then they had to raise the kids, and the kids see mama do it, and so the girls get up and they want to do the same thing.
Right.
They want to be an independent woman. They don't want nobody do this and do that. So it goes on for generations. I see mama work in the factory where daddy went off the war, and he came back. Well, he didn't come back.
Right.
But they had to show their independence. So some women do show their independence, and some women they don't care about the independence at all. They just want to be taken care of.
That's interesting.
But you know what though? It's like this. If somebody were to ask me out on a date, McDonald's is off the flying field. Time.
Now,
if you take me to Mickey D's, I'm like, no. Take me to a nice restaurant where I don't have to pull my napkin out of a box.
I feel you. Yes, ma'am.
Take me someplace nice. That means that I'm obligated to give us the draw.
Well,
but if
they can take us to a fast food restaurant that you can sit down. That you can sit down with a dressed up table.
If you took me to a nice
they have waitresses and waiters that come take your order. Yeah, they do. Yes, they do. I know some of them work there.
They don't have no tablecloths on the table or nothing.
No, but it's a nice table.
You want a cloth napkin, right?
You
want a napkin where you can shake out, put it across your lap.
Oh, one of them kind.
You don't want plasticware. You want silverware, right?
No, you want cloth. You want a cloth napkin.
Oh, okay, all right.
See, Jay tried. He tried to be cheap over here.
Oh no, I was just saying. She just said she didn't want.
I like to see.
She want to go.
Hold up. I like to see something.
You have to remember that. That's some guys thinking like that out there.
But I like to see some of the women he tried to pull with him.
No, I do good things.
I'm talking about when you were younger.
I do still
from
do
a Happy
good
Meal or a Jack in the Box.
Actually, I did better than that.
What?
Because I cook.
Hey.
Oh, so you fish with cooking?
I cook because
that's the best way, ain't it?
That's right.
Don't get it twisted.
Yes,
just as well as women got this thought, and it's been planted. Like I said, a way to a man's heart is through a woman's good cooking. And this the same vice versa, sweetie. I'm gonna tell you, a lot of women would enjoy, would much rather enjoy a good cook, and then look, set it up with some nice lights and
Candles.
candles,
yeah.
Real soft
and
music
all
in the
that.
You
background.
know what? All of that
Play
sounds good.
Oh,
I played
yeah.
on PC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't take her outside of those four walls sometime. And when you take her outside of those four walls, Mickey D's off the playing field.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I got you on that one.
Yeah.
Mickey
Even
D's
if
is
she,
out.
hold up, even if your wife, unless she requests Mickey D's, don't take her to Mickey D's.
No, only time the wife go to Mickey
Unless
D's
she
is when we take the
requests
kid
Mickey
there.
D's. Okay. Unless she requests Mickey D's. Or
Yeah.
Burger King, or Wendy's, or either what other fast food place, don't go there.
Wendy's.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Because I'm a fish person myself. And I'm going to tell you, bonefish,
Does that also
Yeah.
take away Chinese food?
no, I ain't into that MSG.
Oh man.
Oh.
That's still a cheap date.
Oh really? A nice Chinese restaurant is that's a cheap date.
Yeah,
That's still a cheap date, man.
it really be off the chain if you take somebody with Chinese food.
Oh, okay.
Off the chain.
Yeah.
Chain.
Yeah.
Because you want to take it to a buffet.
Off the chain.
Yeah.
Oh.
Off the chain. That's it, just like it. He said, off the chain, okay? Off the chain, remember? Dog be on the chain. Off the chain, you take a woman.
Okay.
But no, I'm just
I didn't know that. I thought, okay.
No, I'm just
gonna
kidding.
have to make no. I'm gonna have to make a mental note on that. But seriously,
But
Chinese
no.
restaurants are out too, right?
yeah. Now, if you take it somewhere was where they, do the sushi, do the grill,
Yeah, right in Kobe
In front of
Steakhouse,
you,
something
yeah,
like Kobe
something like
Steakhouse, where
that.
they situate.
or Ohana's or something like that,
Yeah, okay.
Benihana or
Something
something
like
like that, where
that
they do
kinda-
it in front of you, yeah, that's cool.
Kobe's is Japanese, but
But when you call up and
It's a Japanese restaurant.
hey, all of them Asian to me. I couldn't tell you Japanese, Lookanese, Cantonese, and Cantonese. I couldn't tell you. All of them Asian to me.
Just make it an
It's
easy.
all Asian to me. Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah,
because I like it all. I like Cantonese, Japanese, Korean, and
Oh,
it's
Korean.
all of them taste so much alike to me. So whatever.
Mhm.
But yeah. Be careful who you buy your love with, spend your money on.
okay. That's
Yeah.
good. That's cool. That's good advice, people.
But still know the size.
You gotta always look at the signs.
That's a man and women. You know,
Always
be
look at the
careful.
signs. Yeah.
Be careful. Look at what the person's intention is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Even with men,
Yeah.
look at their intent,
It goes
because
both
you
ways.
know their intent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You can sit there and say you don't, like we always say on this show. Look at the sign, see the sign.
Yeah.
That's right.
See the size. Cause
But
you ain't gonna buy my
it ain't
love
just
with
seeing
no
the signs.
$5.99 Happy Meal.
Accept what you see.
See,
The signs you
don't
see.
deceive yourself.
Because we see a whole lot of
Oh
things.
yeah, and
See,
don't
then-
don't follow it.
Yeah, then
oh,
we
he
become,
not
then
like
we become
that.
ignorant.
yeah,
Then
we
we become,
deceive
yeah.
ourselves, man.
Yeah.
You do, and you be saying, "Oh, he not like that." Yeah, yes, he is. Oh, she's not like that. Yes, she is.
If the person
Yeah.
says he's cheap,
But you
believe
know-
him.
So like we've been saying, can money buy love? Now I got another phase to that. It's kind of like an untraditional view. All right. Then you got people who do things. Now we did discuss and we brought it to the table. It's not when we say buy love. It's not doesn't have to be monetary. It can be something of value.
Right,
all
they can do
all the
something
way
for
to be.
you,
It could be even your body. Something of value.
Right.
All right.
Or they can do something for you. They
Right.
can cut your grass, paint your house.
Yeah.
That's still,
That's
it don't
still
have
bad.
to be cash, almighty cash dollar.
Right. Uh-huh.
But, it could be several things. Bake your cake. They can cook like Jeff can. And bag you love.
Yeah, so he too cheap to take you to a restaurant. He can
Eddie
cook.
Murphy using his boomerang.
cheap,
Or it could be Al Dell his guitar. He can play that
Yeah, you
guitar
know.
for you. Boom, 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 boom. You'll drop the penny draws in. Oh, yeah! I just say, 'cause he's a musician, so I just...
Well, Eddie Murphy did it in Boomerang. Remember that scene?
Yeah, but Eddie
Yeah,
Murphy
they
can't play no
You know,
equipment, yeah.
As far as the dinner cooking and,
Uh-huh.
had the,
Well,
gourmet thing going on.
That's because he thought that person was a man instead of a woman.
Yeah.
That's what that was. He did. He went the other way.
Yeah. Well, like I'm saying, that we tend to like like we were saying, buy love. Now, it's that love part I'm really like focusing on now. It's not the act of the purchase of that love, and I'm kind of concerned about the love. Can money buy quote love? And I guess the reverse question would be, or the additive question would be, okay, well, what kind of love am I buying?
Mhm.
It depends on how much money you want to spend.
I mean,
What you doing?
what kind of love am I really getting?
It depends on how much money you really spending.
Buying, putting in, or whatever.
Yeah, but it depends on what you put in it and how much you put in it.
I mean,
depending on that,
and
they would determine where you get the bath water ran and stuff like that.
Yeah, that determine what you get for your dollars.
Because we tend to go when we buy our money. Take our money, we go buy a car. We're trying to figure out what kind, how much of a car we getting for our money.
But you always try to get more for your money, though. If you buy a car, if you go buy groceries, wouldn't
it kind of almost be the same? If somebody trying to buy love,
and to a certain extent, because you thinking you gonna get all this good stuff, you done paid all this money for it. Might not be that good,
right? And they try somebody putting in to buy. And
taking all their money, trying to buy that love, and then that love is, it's not what they wanted.
Not what they wanted?
Yeah. That's just like this old joke about the snake and the frog. I think it's something like that.
What about the snake and the frog?
Something like that. When he asked the frog, asked him to take him across the water or something that, and he took him across the water, and then he bit him, and he said, "Well, you bit me." He said, "I was a snake."
Yeah.
I was a snake. So I've been a snake all the time. That's my nature to bite. So and kept like that. Some joke like that. It was like that. So I was a frog, a snake in the first. Yeah. So sometimes you have to be. Careful, you will get bitten.
It makes me think about that television show that's on there. I can't think of the name of it, but it's a show about where they have these billionaires and billionaires out there pretending to be, regular working class men looking for a date. And and then after about a week worth of dates, and they reveal, to the woman that they really are a millionaire. And I'm saying that they're looking for women that.
Yeah, I see that.
I think it's kind of
interesting that I seen that too.
You have all of this money,
right?
You got it made. You got it all.
No, it don't work out that way.
So many people out here scheming to try to get with you, especially because of the money.
Yeah, I seen the episode where the guy did that, and he dated the woman. He told the woman that he had money. She left him.
She sure did.
Because he lied.
I saw
she said he lied.
That was the main thing.
So that don't work either all the time.
She said,
because she didn't like a liar. She said, "Ooh, no, I don't care. You got more money than Jesus." No.
I mean, she was excited that he was a millionaire, but he lied to her.
Right.
That was his mistake.
And that's what he said. From now on, he'd be upfront with women. He won't tell them that.
Yeah. So
it depends on some women if they like a liar or not.
It depends. Right. It depends on the person and what their intent is going into the relationship.
Right.
That kind of goes on with your question, Brother Jay. About love. You said what you said about love. The love aspect. Concentrate on love.
Yeah, well, I mean, what kind of love is it?
It ain't no love. If you got to concentrate on like that,
it's definitely not love.
Well, not only lying, you got to concentrate on vibe. Excuse me, it's no love at all.
Because I always reflect back to when I hear folks talking about love. or I want love, or I want somebody to love me, or I'm looking for love, or
In all the wrong places.
and yeah, or or do you? People are asking, do you love me? I never ever question a person or deny or argue or debate a person. If somebody says they love me or they got love, I never debate them. I never question them. I honestly do believe them. I believe them, even if that person is a woman beater and all that, and they say I love my wife, I won't even question it. My question is not whether or not that person actually loves them, because I do truly believe they do. Is that the question to the person that's being beat? Okay, is that the kind of love you want?
Yeah.
See, because to every so many ideologies about what love is, and people, you ask 50 people, define what love is, you'll get 40 answers, because I'm going to be about the same.
Yeah.
So,
but most of them be all different answers.
Right,
and I'm like, what's Tina Turner? What love got to do with it?
Right, and so right. What love got to do? And when you look at all that, and you look at all these different terminologies of what love is, or what people think what love is, or to them what love is, then they really believe that. If they're functioning by what they believe, they're not lying. But it's just because I might not think that what they think is love, then I have to question. Okay, I can't run with just you saying that you love
me. Right.
I have to look at what kind of love you try to bring to my table. And based upon that, I have to question: is that the kind of love I want? And
and I'll be like, yeah, baby, because you
if it's not in line with what I think or what I see love is, then I'm gonna tell myself, hey, that ain't the kind of love I want.
You know what? Everybody had different ideals of love, or a different definition of love. Mm-hmm. Don't nobody really know the true meaning of love.
There is, but really
I said it wasn't. I just said don't nobody really know the true meaning of love.
That's
right. Everybody had their own definition of love.
But that's why I went to say it like that, because like you're saying, everybody got their own definition, and because of those definitions, then you need person should be wise to ask yourself that question: is that the kind of love I want?
Right.
Because your idea of love, or your preference of what you want would love to be, is if that person doesn't have that same kind of definition, or that outlook, or that practice, then you would deceive yourself to just take a person's phrase just because they say they love you. You need to define what kind of love they have for you. Right. Yeah. And if you don't define what kind of love they have for you, then just go under the assumption just because they say they love you. So your ideology of what love is, you're assuming that's what they have. And you haven't checked it out. You're not looking at the signs. You're not looking.
That 10 is different from what you perceive it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Then all of a sudden one day you wake up, he don't love me. She don't really love me. Mm-hmm. Well, all the time they really saying they do. But you don't see it like that. You don't see it like that because your type of idea of love is not lining up with their idea of love. And not that they might not have been lying. A lot of people be saying, you were just lying with you. Baby, they were not. They might not be. They will honestly say, but that's their love. Some people, there's some people, like women beaters, that's their view of love. Right. And they'll beat them and turn around and say they beat them to, blood all out of them. Every day, got to go to the hospital. Go to the hospital with them. Baby, I love you. See? They be serious.
Don't tell the police. Tell them you got hit with the doorknob.
But the question is, that's the kind of love you want. You want a love that beats you up all that.
Yeah.
You
Then
know?
I have to be the kind of love to tell you to the bed and set it on fire all the time. Burn
And
it
then they
up.
just want to make excuses. And that's the worst thing we do is deceive ourselves.
Make an excuse for us.
Because
To
I have a
to justify what they do to you. Yeah, that is sad.
I have a motto for 2014. Well, actually, 2014 till my death, and that's to say, I will not deceive myself.
Yeah, you can.
I will not deceive myself.
You can, so you can.
I think a lot of people know the signs, but we just.
But I mean, you
we
know it
deceive
more
ourselves.
so. You're more aware of it now, and we're trying to bring it to open so more people could know, be more aware of it. Matter of fact, we should do a seminar on
We should
relationship.
have a workshop coming up.
So yeah, we should have a workshop coming up where people can talk to us and ask us questions and get some advice. You know, well, like we said, we don't know everything, but the things we do though, we can research it and find out. But basically, most relationships is trial and error. Why I say try? Yeah, because when I say try and error, you try me, that's your error there. Woo! I got some good ones, sister. Yeah, but error, yeah. But yeah, I crack jokes and all things, but that's just the human side of me. But yeah, we're gonna have seminars where we can help you, try to help you in your relationship status.
Yeah.
Most men, especially black men, and I say this, they do not think that their relationship need any help, and they do not want outside help from other people about their relationship. That's true. More women come.
I think it's across the board too. I think
More
it's
women come. I don't need no help. You go.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much.
But I think everybody should go, because sometimes it helps when you talk to a stranger, a different person. Sometimes it helps if you talk about it to a person of the opposite sex. You know. So yeah, we're gonna get together a little seminar, and we will announce it later, so you can have
coming to a town near you.
Right, coming to a town near you. And if you don't know the signs, we will teach you the signs at our seminar. Coming to a town near you.
Yeah. And we will tell you there'll be a lot more that we can discuss more in a live seminar.
Yeah. In more detail than we can where we at now.
Yeah.
But yeah. So if you don't want to hear the truth, don't sign up for our seminar. Because I joke, I sure tell you the truth.
They need to hear the
truth.
But I'm telling you, I joke, but I
sign up anyway.
Yeah.
Do yourself a favor.
Yeah, because...
Yeah, coming to a town near you.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people out there needed today.
Just keep checking into the show.
Yeah.
Now I know we got some viewers out there, and viewers, you see our number flashing across the screen. We want to hear from you on some of the topics that we're talking about, even the one tonight. Our number 931-266-0206. Call in. We want to hear your voice. Just put your little input in. No, put your big input in.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, don't be shy, because we'll answer all your questions that you are willing to answer, and you can and you can talk either Jay.
You can ask it.
Ask
it.
Oh,
ask it. Ask.
We just sit up here joking. But any question you want to ask and stuff like that, we'll try. If you want to do it unknown or in secret or whatever, don't want no identity, you can always come and call us and stuff like that and let us know. You can talk to Jay if you want to talk to him, or L. Dale, or Lady K, or Sister Soldier. Either if you don't want to talk during the show, you can call us after the show, and we'll answer your questions, because we still be kind of lingering here for a bit in the studio until we get a chance to ask your questions. So We're happy that you came to listen to us tonight. And I wanted to say further, I would to show you more signs and stuff like that. Everybody needs help, whether it's intentionally or unintentionally. Everybody needs help as far as relationships go, because some people just don't know. Some people have no clue.
You have no clue?
No clue. Some people don't,
What, about science or about
relationships. Relationships. So we just here to help.
Some people are very selfish.
Yeah.
When it comes to relationships. They don't grow out of the selfishness aspect.
Well, then they don't need to be in a relationship. They need to be by themselves. But
they don't have a clue. See, like you said, they don't have a clue.
Yeah, they don't have a clue. Yeah. But they want somebody.
I can think of one area that we did not touch on. I'd like to hit it real quick. When we talk about can money buy you love, there are people out there, male and female, who stay in abusive relationships because of the money. Because, he has money or she has money. And, people will sit back and wonder, well, how can she stay? And then they always go the same answer, well, it must be the money. Well, like Jay was saying, like they were saying that there are different kinds of love. And when somebody says they love you, it may not necessarily be the type of love that you want or need in your life. But the thing about it is, it's still a form of love. It's their idea of love. And a lot of the people are in these relationships where, they're unhappy, they're being abused physically, they're being abused emotionally, because they're staying because they are accustomed to a lifestyle. And they will be bold enough to tell you that, I can't make it on my own. And it's not about, what they need emotionally, it's about financially.
Wow.
He provides for me. He provides for my kids. He gives us a lifestyle. So, or a status. So, we ask the question, can money buy you love? It can buy you, I hate to say it, but it can buy you a emotionally hostage type of situation.
Would it be fair to say convenience then in that situation?
No, that ain't even convenience. It's a form.
Think about it.
It's a form, like she said, most, like she just said, hostage situation. But it also can be a form of slavery. Okay.
Yeah.
And
I can see that.
yeah. So, but
you have to think.
You have to be a strong.
You really need to think about it. Yeah. What is it that you want out of the relationship?
Yeah.
Like Jay said, is that the type of love that you want? You have to evaluate that.
But you have
want against your needs.
Yeah. But you also have to go and go somewhere and think about the relationship that you in. And if you really want to get away from that, some people just enjoy it. Some people enjoy people telling them what to do. Tell them when to take a shower. Tell them when to wipe the butt. Tell them when to go to sleep, when to wake up. It's just like jail, being in jail, right? But some people like that. Some people like people doing, slavery type stuff with them and to them. Some people just like that.
But I think about this too. How many times do we hear about women or men that walk away from the money because they're unhappy?
A lot.
They just walk away.
Yeah, but a lot. Not that many. I take it back. Not a lot. Because everybody ain't got no money.
After a period
but the ones that, after a period of time, they just walk away. I have, when I was in a relationship before I got my divorce, I had walked away. Yeah, I had walked away with everything. I mean, I had walked away and left everything. I'm like, that's material. I can get that again, better. So yeah, I walked away from that, and I was glad. I was happy.
I was just
no, I'm just kidding.
I was just thinking of what's the actor who just died from
Robert Williams.
Robert Williams. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And you know, and in that question, can money buy you happiness? Can money buy
But in his case, it wasn't money.
It wasn't money. It wasn't
in his
money.
case, it wasn't money. In his case, he was was depressed.
He was depressed, but I mean, even all the money they in the world couldn't get him happy.
He didn't buy enough happy pills.
No,
But I love Robert Williams. He was depressed, and he felt as though
others like that. You know,
he felt as though he didn't have nobody to talk to, and
right,
and the people that he had his friends or whatever. He never did show them that he was depressed, because he always joking and laughing. But he was depressed, and he felt as though he couldn't talk to them. So, but without even trying, he didn't even try.
Yeah.
And so his depression got deeper. Because if they had known, some of them said if they had known, they would have talked to him and see what happened to him. And didn't nobody know, and so he got to the point where he was lonely, and when nobody talked to him. So what he did, he don't mind Jay, he just tried to hitchhike his way out to the galaxy. So he just felt that nobody understand him, so he quit.
Yeah. So yeah, we had that happen. So
he just gave up on life. He didn't want to live no more. He tried, so he committed suicide.
Unfortunately.
Same thing. Yeah.
But he had cancer. His was depressed. He didn't want to go through. I guess they told him he got so much to live, and he didn't want to try to go through the chemotherapy or nothing. He had long. Well, they could have stretched out for another year. They could have cured it. He had that killer cancer, that small cell cancer that multiplies real fast.
Yeah.
That's what my mother died of almost 2 years ago. And before she let us know that she had it, she had it for 2 years, 2 to 4 years before she had let us know she had it. But so that was his problem. He didn't want to go through the treatment. He was just chicken out and decided to kill himself. So yeah.
When you think about other celebrities like Kurt Cobain, who everybody in everybody's opinion, he should have been on top of the world, but he wasn't.
But no.
So
yeah,
can money? The Bible says that the love of money is the root of all evil.
The love,
right.
The love.
Right.
Not money, but the love of money.
Yeah. Right.
And if you with somebody that exemplifies or exhibits that they have a love of money, there's not going to be any success in it, no real success in it.
You know what that money in the Bible is really referring to? Material things. Material things and or things of earthly value.
Yeah.
Correct.
Earthly value. Earthly.
I thought you said earthly.
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 No, not nerfly. Earthly.
We always get into it, joking, but
Hold up. Don't you sleep again.
Girl, I ain't got no. Don't be telling me. All 32. 29, because I lost some.
I am getting better with my professionalism, though.
But you still say professionalism.
Yeah, those material possessions can cause a lot of serious damage in relationships.
But if you also remember in the Bible, it tells you, don't get too hung up or don't get too happy with these earthly things.
You.
Right, correct.
Because you can't take them with you in so many words. And this on earth is what it is. It's what's this on earth. When your soul leave your body and go back home, I'm going to call it that way, because we have been here before. and your soul leave and go back. You can't take it with you because this is not of the place that we're going. It's of this earth. It was
Right.
made from this earth.
Mhm.
It
Yes,
should
that's
stay
right. Yeah,
with this earth.
because our bodies are going back to the dirt. Our spirit is going back.
Right, where
Yeah.
we were.
Mhm.
Home. So yes. Don't get too carried away. But far as love, you have to look at yourself and you have to look at your morals about buying love.
Yeah.
If you have low morals and low standard of yourself and you feel the need that you might need a little payment for your services rendered, then you might be a little
Yeah, I
ignorant.
knew that was coming. I knew that was
You got your woman in tonight.
I saw that.
Got a one in tonight.
Hit him low.
Y'all catching on a little bit.
Yeah, you might be a little ignorant. Money doesn't buy everything. Believe that. Money does not buy everything.
No. Not even when the lotto makes it.
You spend all that money trying to get the lottery, and it's few in between. Matter of fact, a lot of people don't know when you playing that lottery and you playing on hundreds and hundreds of dollars, everything is computerized. So, say last week the computer said, "Well, we're gonna pick somebody in New Jersey to win this money." Okay, it don't matter who in New Jersey. We're just somebody in New Jersey. Computer said, it do. Computer said, well, we're going to pick somebody in California. Little town ain't nobody heard of. To a little old white woman that's 89 years old, ain't got too much to live. And let her, but that's how they do. And every blue moon, every once in a while, you might find one black person that wins. And that's every 2 yeah, that's every 10 to 15 years.
Trust me,
no, I'm just kidding.
They that magazine
Every 2 to 3 years, yeah.
They'll put them in
You find more Caucasian winning this money than black because the computer pick out the area in which they want this computer to work. You would think the computer picked the area and the town for where these people go win this money in the lottery. Mm-hmm. When these people who win this money, they already have money, so this don't shock them. Mm-hmm. And so when they win this lottery and stuff, you know, they go to their kids, grandkids, their kids. But when a black person win this money, it's very rare between, and it's more of us nowadays than it was when they first started the lottery. And why come every 4 or 5 years a black person might win some money? Come on. That's it. It's rigged.
All right. Okay. Didn't look at it that way.
Yeah, nobody look at it that way.
Hey, it's
Okay.
the root of all. It's the
All right.
love of it.
But no, nobody look at it that way.
Yeah. Well, I just know once you get all that money, if you think you're buying all that love, nah, it ain't really happening.
Shoot, let me win that money. I'm about to be a couple of Chippendale
Nah. Well, you know what?
Oh.
That might be the love you might want. You know what? I might be wrong. That might be the love you might want to buy.
No, it won't be the
make
love.
this man every weekend.
No, I just want to dance. I pay for the
You want a
dance.
dancer. You
I
want
pay for the dance. I want them to dance.
See, that's what the money's for. It makes things happen.
Right,
See what
it
I'm
makes
saying?
things happen.
You can go on a
I ain't
trip,
bad love. I
you
just
know,
want
you
to
can
dance.
take off from work and do this and do that. It makes
Right.
things
I
happen.
just want them
you
to
got
dance.
money, you can make some things happen. You know,
That's
for
all
people.
on it. Yeah, but it still won't buy you
And for
happiness
yourself.
because the end when that money's spent, after them few hours you spend that money and you go home and you go to bed and it's just you. It don't buy you love. All your friends is gone. You know, you get the friends. You start getting new friends when you get all this money. That's why probably I won't win a lottery or nothing like that. Because if I ever win
No,
some
the key
lottery,
to it.
I had no friend cousins. Oh, you ain't talked to me in all these years. You want to talk to
See,
me
the
now?
key to it
no.
is tell them not to publicize it. I think you have
Oh,
that option.
that was one thing when you
Yeah.
said that publicize. When you went back too much information,
Uh-huh.
that's what we merged.
But then you have to
That's
sign the
too
thing
much.
to publicize.
Yeah,
You got
they
to
will
publicize.
publicize.
You got to publicize.
Yeah, you got to publicize. But that was the one thing I wanted to hit when you said too much information on the sites. You know what? That's a form of kind of it's actually fishing, but
Yeah.
kind of buying. Because you put you ladies, come on now, stop putting how much money y'all make on those sites. I earn. And because they're probably more
They're
telling.
probably lying too.
I think they're really more telling the truth. The women to really more telling the truth than the men that put their earnings on there. Because when you look at the positions that most of them have, it pretty kind of does line up.
Yeah, but you fishing and you got to put this
right.
up. You
and
can't say you don't earn
$40,000, $50,000. Teacher. I'm a teacher.
You don't put the lowest. You
money,
ain't gonna, at least you making money, but you ain't
don't put. I wouldn't put any amount.
Put any.
No, you can't. But listen, I'm telling you why. You can't put any amount because you can't put.
No, I wouldn't put any.
I'm sorry.
Period.
You can't put no amount. Period. Because you will never get a date that way. Because the first thing she that way, this is he ain't got no money.
Hey, that can help minimize some of the
See,
ones that might be trying to proud.
She
got bank. She got bank.
That weeds out all of those.
I might.
Then it bring out the chicken head. Okay. He ain't got no money. I ain't got no money.
So we can go to McDonald's.
You gonna get the chicken heads anyway.
We can
the chicken head was the one with the anyway.
We can live happy on my welfare. I get food stamps every month. I feed him. Girl, he's so fine. I feed him.
Chicken head come out. Hey, you know what? Hey, you got my. I can sell my food stamps now.
If you don't put the exact amount of money that you make, put something on there. Put something on there.
Because if $0 to $10.
If I see a dude on the internet saying that he make no money, but his occupation say he's self-employed, to me, he ain't got no job. Now that's to me. Because to me, if he's self-employed and then he don't put how much he make on there, I mean, you got to put a lot. You can say $15,000 a year or something. That let me know he got some kind of income coming in. But when he said self-employed, he could sell weed. He could be selling drugs.
That's what you call her. Hold up, Sister Soldier. That's what you call her. You call that a herbologist.
Yeah, he could be a herbologist. But he will put a herbologist on there. But he would put herbologist on there. He wouldn't put self-employed. I mean, if he's a smart person, he would put herbologist or something.
Really?
But you ain't never think
He might get in trouble right there.
No, because they hired the U.S. government hiring people
to grow
herb right now. So yes.
Yeah,
but
forgot about that.
Yeah. But,
it's an agricultural business.
Yeah, but when the person says something, he could be a thug, a gangbang, just got out of jail, self-employed, but I ain't making no money.
So that's how people look at me when I say I'm self-employed.
Huh?
I'm a herbologist.
If you say you self-employed and don't put how much you make up there, you ain't got to put the exact amount. You can put a little bit. Whatever they show, $5,000 to $10,000. Don't show you making any money out of that. First thing they gonna say, oh, he a preacher. Church pay him. Because, you have, oh, they're a preacher, pastor, whatever. Oh, church pay him. He ain't got no money. He ain't even got a congregation. How you gonna be?
You forgot one.
Okay, which one?
Educational level, high school graduate.
Oh, yeah. I had one of those today. Hold up. I'm on, like I said, I only do with 2 websites. I do High Five and BlackPeopleMeet.com. And on BlackPeopleMeet.com.
Now they know where to catch you.
.com.
Now they know what.
I don't care.
They know what horse to go jump on now.
They can catch me anywhere they want to. If they don't come to me right, I don't answer.
Oh.
I don't answer. That's just me. And he said he had a high school diploma. He made anywhere from $15,000 to $35,000, and I forget what job he said he did. I forget what job he said, but what he did. But I said, it said, and another thing it says, Do you want him? Yes. Maybe. No. Or delete. I said, I push 2. No and delete.
Get him out the system.
Come on, now high school diploma. And you 45 years old.
I'm just curious. What if I put musician or musician, college degree, and don't put the amount of money that I make?
You'd be good because
Oh, no, he won't. Oh, no, he won't. Oh, no, he won't. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me, I got to sit up on this one. Oh, no, he won't. You know why he won't? Because even though he's a musician, and he don't put how much he made. They said, well, he a struggling musician. He ain't got no money. He play on the sidewalk for pennies.
Oh, that's
He ain't got no money.
That's what
I got a college degree, so it means
That don't mean nothing.
job.
You know, I know a lot of people who got college degrees and don't use it. That don't mean nothing. I got a college degree. Matter of fact, I got 2
I could
degrees.
be a music teacher.
Huh?
I could be a music teacher.
Yeah, but if you don't put how much you made, they said, well, okay, he teaching people $20 an hour, but he ain't got no money.
So they automatically assume that.
No, I mean, hold up. If they smart, the average smart
That's
woman,
what
the
I'm
average
looking for.
woman, that's what they will put on there.
Right.
Okay, they will figure it out. They will write up. But you get some woman that don't know. Oh, girl, he play music. He can serenade me anytime. Yes, I'm gonna put yes on him. Yeah. Right. Oh, and then here's another one. When they tell you, and this is one I got to the other day, because I've been getting a lot of them, and I've been deleting a lot of them too. When somebody tell you
They can call you Hammer.
they Christian man
Uh-oh.
got the fear of the Lord in them,
Uh-oh.
What? The Christian man got
they are Christian.
Christian man
Okay.
got the fear of the Lord.
Got the
in
fear of the
them.
Lord. They worship the Lord every Sunday.
Uh-huh.
So that means he go to church every Sunday.
Okay.
And they kind of old school, like, let me see, can I remember what else he put on there? He retired. Oh, I'm trying to remember what else he put on, but he was a Noah delete too. Because, if
No, you go ahead.
anytime a person tells you that they a Christian man and they love the Lord and they go to church every Sunday and they're looking for the same woman.
Same type of woman.
They look for a certain woman. They the biggest freak liars.
Freak.
Oh,
Freak.
yeah,
looking
freak
for a certain
liars.
type of woman.
They looking for the same thing. A
Like
Christian
a what?
woman who love the Lord like that.
Yeah.
They love the Lord. And it should be put on there. I mean, if you believe in God, no question how much you love. You know, it's a question. Your love is so far and wide.
So you
it
said
shouldn't be
he's working
answered
too
like
hard
that.
to sell himself on
So
that,
yeah, he was working too hard to sell himself. I said nope, delete, bang.
Wow. Interesting.
But yeah, because I found out through different people that I date. When a man says he is the biggest freak, read between them lines.
So
I'm a Christian.
He really shouldn't have to say that.
I'm a freaky Christian,
See?
and I want you to be Christian, so
Yeah,
I can get
freak
freaky
too.
with you, so you can be freaky with me, and we be two freaky Christians. No, you can't. No.
So he shouldn't have to say he's a Christian at all.
You shouldn't say
The way-
you're right. You
just
shouldn't
by the
say
way he worded
no. You shouldn't
right?
say your religion at all because it asks you in the box below it your religion. The only reason I put Christian on mine is because they didn't have spiritual.
Okay.
So I could have put other, but
Yeah.
you know I didn't put other.
Gotcha.
I put Christian because I'm more spiritual than I am Christian.
Yeah.
My definition of Christian is Christ-like. I'm nowhere near what Christ
Man,
was.
I'm so glad you said that.
Yeah, I'm nowhere near.
Not
Christ.
that part, but I'm glad you said, the definition of Christian.
Yeah,
Christ-like.
Christ-like, and I'm
And you're
nowhere near
honest, and you're
Christ-like,
honest.
but I'm more spiritual.
And you're working toward being Christ-like.
I'm not gonna. I would never a human other than Jesus Christ Himself. We would never be Christ-like. But people call themselves Christ-like Christian because that means you walk and do the same thing. But you can't walk in Jesus' shoes and do the same thing He do. to cut somebody out
See.
in the next
I
breath.
agree with that.
Mhm.
I agree with that.
You know.
I agree with that.
So how could you call a Christian? You can't spread the water like Moses did. You can't feed the people many fishes like Jesus Christ did out of 2 fishes and a loaf of bread. So you're not Christ-like. There's no way in this world that you will be Christ-like.
Can't you strive to be like that?
You cannot strive to be because there was only one, and God
Yes,
made him.
one Jesus Christ, but
But,
he says
but he
when we
was
follow
always-
him, we, you know, I mean, I'm not talking about the ones who you described that say they're a Christian and then go out and cuss in the same breath. I'm talking about the ones who are serious about you actually see Christ-like characteristics in them.
Okay, I'm gonna say this and then we're gonna change the subject because you
Okay.
know you got some people need to. Anyway, you can't. Christian is Christ-like. Christ had before him. Now think about what all Jesus Christ did. What he did. He had performed miracles. He had walked the water. He had fed many on 2 loaves of bread and a fish or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He had preached to the multitude. He had it's a lot of things he did.
I'm feeling your point. I'm feeling your point.
So
really
if you was
profoundly.
Christ-like, that means in some form or way, you could be able to perform miracles, feed the few, feed the many out of few loaves of bread, walk on water, and do all the things that he do. But the only
Wait a minute.
let me
Wait
finish.
a minute.
The only human being on this earth that was able to do what he did was him. God made him to do what he's supposed to do. God didn't make us to do what Jesus Christ did,
right?
because we was already there
Okay, so
and born into sin.
So sin is
So
here.
we would never get Christ-like. In order for, like it said in the Bible, you have to be humble like a child
Yeah,
to be
and we can do
to
that.
even get close to the word.
And we can do that,
To
but
the
we
C
choose not
word
to.
in Christ,
Mhm.
if you have to, but you still won't be Christ-like.
But
That's all I'm saying.
see, since we're born into sin, here's Christ-like over here. So the good things that we do takes us closer to Christ. I mean, sometimes we'll get right
the
here
good
and then
thing you do is when you die in the end, you be judged about the things that you do while you was on earth. You still won't be Christ-like.
But can't
When
you
you go to
strive?
heaven,
Can you
like Jesus
strive?
said, you will see him on the right
Yeah.
hand of his Father.
Mhm.
You would never be on the right hand of Jesus.
we have our trials and tribulations, but can we beat Christ? Can we strive to be like Christ?
No, because there's no way you can even strive to be like him. He's
Why-
one of a
why is there
kind.
no way?
Because he's one of a kind.
Yeah,
he
he's
would
one
never
of a
be.
kind,
He
and
awfully duplicated.
Say that again.
He awfully duplicated.
He often.
He is a person that's often duplicated.
Explain that.
Okay.
I'm missing
In other words, people often try to be like him and do
Okay.
like him, but
Okay.
they never make it.
Okay, but
So you understand what I'm saying?
but you got to give them
So
credit
we
for
would
the
never-
effort. At least
Okay,
they're
you
making
had
the
something to
effort.
say?
You can't do that. Go ahead.
Kay, you had something to say?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I did. Let me jump in here real quick
Okay.
because I know it's about time for us to sign off.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Right.
Oh man.
Yeah.
We will get
Yes, I know. Christian, to become a Christian means exactly what Sister Soldier said, to be Christ-like. Now, where I think the road got back a little bit is that no one can quite possibly be duplicated on the earth. There was only one.
Right.
There was only one. But his doctrine is what we live by and what is taught. And there are still miracles being performed in the world today. Maybe not on the level of the parting of the Red Sea, maybe not on the level of the fishes and the loaves of bread, maybe not on that level, but there are still miracles manifesting themselves through people in the world today. And to be Christian is a walk. To be Christian is about a relationship.
Yeah.
The word Christian was applied to disciples of the church long after Jesus' passing, long after the crucifixion of Paul. The word Christian kind of represents a group of people who follow the
Jesus
doctrine of Christ.
Right. Follow the
Right.
doctrine and
And
teachings.
follow the doctrine of Christ and the teachings of Christ's disciples.
But man,
So
they
that's
said,
where it comes from. There's really a lot to get into. It's a short period of time. I'm going to drop it right there.
Yeah,
But we can pick it up after the show if people want to call in. Or we can pick it up on another show. That's up to Jay.
Well,
But it is time for us to sign up. I just wanted to add that little point
Thank
real
you
quick.
very much.
Well,
Because we kind of went left, right, and married a little bit.
well,
So I don't want to leave it
Let's go there, Sister K.
I'm gonna leave.
Let's go there.
But Jay is saying his closing. Y'all know we love to hear Jay expound on the topic of the day with his ignorant jokes. Jay, what you got for us tonight?
Well, before I do, I do want to inform our viewers, those that's looking at us live, or even when you come back and archive the show, the month of September is going to be dedicated, and this topic, like such as what we're already on, we're going to be dedicated to dealing with religious relationships. So we're going to it's going to be some hot ones, but we're going the month of September, just like July was dedicated as Firecracker Month, as we dealt with just sexual relationships and issues. We'll be dealing with religious issues and relationships in the month of September. So y'all tune in, because it's going to be church folk. Y'all, we're going to be looking for y'all to call in.
They got
All right.
worse stuff in relationships.
Well, we want to hear from them, just like we hear about everything else. All right. Once again, we're not a religious show. We are an informative show. We may touch on religious topics. We touch on every kind of topic. But one thing for sure, that we make sure and really push to the bottom of our hearts and effort, that we are factually based. All right? And with that, I just want to throw up just a few little facts. All right. So, you got you a man out there, and you got a job, and you're only making $300 a week, and you got your bills, and you know you paying a car payment 1 week for $200, and you got a house or a rent payment the next week for another $450 or whatever. But basically, you're not really living like top dog, and you trying to impress a woman by taking her to a restaurant that costs about $100 a plate. You just might be a little ignorant. The reason I say it, I'm saying that is because you're setting up a picture for this woman. Though it might be nice, it might be impressive, but it's really still a false. It's really fishing. It's a false
it's the same
image.
if you take it to Burger King and McDonald's. You setting up a picture showing this woman that you cheat.
I think his point is that he can't do that consistently.
You can't do that consistently. And really pointing out a picture, that hey, he got this. I mean, he got it like that.
Okay.
And most of the time, and when you do that, and you set the stage in the very beginning, I'm talking about in the very beginning. I ain't talking about somebody you married to, I'm talking about somebody you meeting and you trying to hook up, you trying to impress. All right. The reason I say you might be a little ignorant, because once you set that stage and that image, you leave that impression with that woman. And that the next time. The next place you could go is someplace where you could afford to pay $25 for the both of y'all.
With a coupon,
Hey,
2 for 25.
With a coupon.
That 2 for 25.
All right, like I said, you just might be a little ignorant. You might be just a little ignorant. All right. All right. Now, ladies, you establish your independency, and you got this house.
And what?
Independency.
Can't say that woman on me this time.
I told you I'm working on my professionalism. You did get that.
I'm sorry. I caught a go ahead.
You writing that down in your vocabulary book, right?
Yeah, I wrote that one down.
All right. All right. You know, this is not the night you say the talk show is a little ignorant. See, we could do that on this talk show. Anyway. Because we're not trying to impress anybody. But for the proper folk, ladies, you have your own place, and you might be independent in your doings, in your ways. I already knew what the word phrase was. Anyway, and you got it going on, being this independent woman. Yet, for the sake of just having somebody, you allow a man to come in, eat up your food, run up your water, increase your electric bill, because while you out working, taking care of the house and them, they chilling.
So you might be
and then driving your car with the gas that you put in it, and they ain't working, ain't contributing to nothing around the house, ain't even helping taking out the trash, but they just there. You just might be a little ignorant.
Whole lot of ignorant. Cause that's taking care of grown men, and if you had kids too. So yeah, a whole lot of ignorance. But if that's what you wish to do,
if that's the love you want,
you still might be a little ignorant.
A whole lot ignorant, like you say.
All right. But we just call it like it is on this show. Because here's the problem: if you are doing things to get somebody to be your mate or your boyfriend, or the dictionary term courtship.
Courtship.
Yeah, courtship.
1892.
Yeah, 1892 dictionary courtship.
Cat.
Courtship.
Cat.
Courtship.
I think after this show, I'm going to go courtshipping.
Now you gotta find somebody to go courtshipping.
I'm just gonna go courtshipping.
And you developing this relationship, all right? And so you are putting all this into this person, okay? And as you putting all this into this person, and you're putting, you're buying them gifts and all that, and if you, by any chance, are complaining about the person that you're doing all this for, that you're doing all this to and with, you just might be a little ignorant.
You might be a little ignorant.
Because if you doing all this stuff and you buying gifts, I mean, why would you go buy gifts and all that and complaining about the person that you're buying it for?
Yeah, that's true.
I done went and bought some gifts. Mm-hmm. I give it to you, then I turn around, I don't know why I be buying this stuff. They ain't worth it and all that, but I'm still doing it.
Right.
You just might be a little ignorant.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, we out of here. All right, because if I keep talking, I might say something that might make myself just a little ignorant. Right?
I'm glad he just made the conclusion short tonight, because he was getting it. He was rambling, so I'm glad you made it short.
All right, y'all. We get ready to get out of here. We hope to see y'all next week, same time. All right, same time.
Shit.